Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays and welcome back to another top 5 episode. And today we have the top 5 best performing tanks in World of Tanks Blitz. Yes, the best performing tanks out there at the moment. I've done it over the last 90 days because that's the only sort of data I could get from Blitz Stars. So before we get started, the best performing tanks, I haven't included tier 6 and below. I'll just have to add that, because if I add that, most of it will be seal clubbing tanks in tier 3, seal clubbing tanks in tier 4, maybe 5 and maybe 6. I don't know, maybe I should have included 6, but I've only literally done it from tier 7, 8, 9 and 10 because that's where the true sort of data lies. So what do you guys think is going to be in this? Do you think it's going to be the OP tanks, the smashers, the T22s, tanks like that? Well, stay tuned, because you're about to find out the top 5 best performing tanks in World of Tanks Blitz at the moment. So coming in at number 5, we have the Shark. Yes, we have the tier 8 American heavy tank, the Shark, and that is coming in at 60.48% win rate. We're only going by the win rate at the moment. I mean, we could do another video if you want to include damage, the highest damage, but then I didn't do that because majority of the tanks will be in tier 10. This just includes, this is literally just win rate, the best performing tanks according to the win rate. Number 5 is the Shark. Now, why is this here? This is actually a great tank. I love this tank. It's very popular on the tournament scene. If you play quick tournaments, etc. in tier 8, this is a very popular choice. It's a very strong tank. It's basically a tier 8 E5, and obviously the E5 is amazing, so put that in tier 8, you're gonna have an even better tank. Coming in at number 4 is the Emile 1951 at 60.95%. This is number 4. Now, I don't know why this is number 4. Maybe it's because not a lot of people is playing it. I don't know. But whoever is playing it seems to be doing very well. I would have thought maybe the tier 8 version of this would have been doing better. But probably because there are a lot more players playing the tier 8 version, it obviously, the more players that play, it could drag the win rate down. So when there's only a few people playing it, I mean, if one person was playing the tank and he got 60%, the average win rate over the last 90 days would be 60%. So maybe it's because of that, I don't know. The tank itself is very good. I love it. You do get yourself into some situations where you're on a reload, a long reload, and there is literally nothing you can do, just like we managed to do here. Now, we do manage to get out. I don't know how I survived that, but you know, we survived it, we won it, and that is number 4, the 4th best tank at the moment according to win rate in the game. Coming in at number 3 at 61.25%, it is the Chimera. Now, again, this is actually one of the most played tanks, which I've done in a previous top 5. So with it being one of the most played tanks and still maintaining that the win rate, this must be actually, people are performing really well in this tank. I always knew it was a good tank, and my first ever video on this, I actually said, like, it's a tank that I shouldn't like, but I do. Because of that long reload, you think it's not going to perform really well, but it does. It is amazing. The turret is amazing. The upper plate is very strong. However, the bottom plate is quite weak, and again, you do have that long reload. It is a medium tank though, so you do have that long reload that you need to be very cautious of, especially if you are going to the medium side, attacking the mediums with their massive DPMs, because you haven't got that DPM. What you do have is that amazing gun and that armor. So that is number 3. Coming in at number 2, of course, it is the Annihilator at 61.37%. This is the 2nd best performing tank in the game at the moment, and just like the Chimera, This is one of the most played tanks. This is actually the most played premium tank in the game currently. So again, to see it maintaining that high win rate, it must mean that the tank is quite overpowered, which, yeah, Wargaming have already said this tank's overpowered. They have acknowledged the tank is overpowered, but yet, because it's a premium tank, they don't want to nerf the tank. And this is such a shame to see, because before this tank was released, I got the footage. I managed to play the tank before the tank was released, and I said to Wargaming, really, like, we've got a Hellsim in one hand, which is kind of OP back in the day, and now you're going to do the exact same thing, but give it an extra freaking shell, giving it a speed boost, giving it armor. Like, I don't know what Wargaming was smoking when they made this tank, but you know what, it's a fun tank to play, and people are loving it because it is the most played premium tank at the minute, so people are loving the tank. So this tank is the second highest win rate in the game at the moment, obviously from tier 7 upwards. So what do you guys think is number one? What do you think is it going to be the T22? That's OP. Is it going to be the Smasher? That is OP. Well, we're going to finish this game here. I mean, we have a pretty good game at the minute. This Dragon, bless his heart, he had a pretty good game. He's on 1 HP, so we are going to load up the HE just to get the kill, and we do finish it off. So coming in at number 1 is actually the IS-6 Fearless. 70.07% win rate is the best performing tank in the game according to win rate. Now, why is this tank right here the best performing tank? Fair play, not a lot of people are playing this tank, I get that, but still, it's a shit tank, really. It isn't that great. It isn't that great. So why is it the best performing tank? There is only one answer to this, and it's a valid answer. Everyone who has the Fearless is a good player. There is no bad player who owns the Fearless, unless they are playing ratings and they've just spammed the fuck out of ratings to get this tank. There should not be many people owning this tank that are bad. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm Meadsy, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.